when I come back, be a little more lighthearted for the rest of the show. What do you say? It sounds like a good plan to me. Coming up in a few minutes, I'll have a look at the nationwide weather forecast, national news headlines as of right now, along with the Composer's Date Book, the Writer's Almanac with Garrison Keeler, Today in the History, and a whole lot more. But coming up next, it'll be things you need to know, things that are trending on this Friday. So stick around. More First Cup is on the way.
To drop out of high school and get a meaningless job that makes me feel bad about myself.
I'd like to fall victim to the old boys network.
I don't want anybody to notice me.
I just want to fly under the radar.
I want to splatter against the glass ceiling.
I don't have an opinion.
I want to be a straight C student.
I'm going to be a biomedical engineer. I want to succumb to peer pressure all of my life.
I'm going to be a best-selling author and win the National Book Award.
I'm going to be a marine biologist.
Wait. I take mine back. I'm going to be a biomedical engineer.
I think I'll be the president.
I'm going to be Secretary of State.
World-class chef, right here.
Race car driver. Artist. Paleontologist.
Film director.
Surgeon. Teacher. Scientist. Olympian.
I'm going to be the boss.
Wow. These are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
These are the sounds of someone taking their eyes off the road. Texting while driving is more than distracting. It's dangerous. Do us all a favor. When you're on the road, stay off the phone. A message from CTIA, America's wireless companies, and the National Safety Council.
Welcome back to Studio 27, now on this Friday afternoon here in the Central Time Zone. Just occurred to me, we're nearly halfway through the month of November. Wow. This month is sailing by. Well, what do you say we find out things that are trending for today? As you get ready for break, start the engine there. Oh, I love the sound of a Viper starting up, don't you? Ah, love that car. Love that car. Anyway, it's time for things you need to know, things that are trending. Here is some information you can impress your friends with as you head back out to work later this afternoon.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Excuse me, I belched there for just a few seconds. You didn't hear it, but I did. Anyway, it's November 15th. It's a Friday. And today is America Recycles Day. Don't get that confused with Recycle America Day. Think about it for a moment. Gas mask required. Today is Clean Your Refrigerator Day. As for me, it's a full hazmat suit. In news attack this afternoon, a massive sinkhole is spreading in Tampa. It's reportedly swallowed at least 2 homes and a swimming pool, and several not-too-bright local TV reporters. Holiday spending to dive. Last year, consumers spent an average of $786 on holiday gifts. But if the latest poll from Gallup is correct, they'll be sitting on your wallets this year. Americans say they plan to spend an average of $704 on holiday giving this year. At the same time last year, American consumers planned to spend $770 and ended up spending a bit more. Retailers can only hope that pattern repeats itself in 2013. In the wacky but true files today, bride and groom are handcuffed. Police were called out to a wedding reception in Russia after a stunt went wrong. Well, if a stunt went right, why would you call the cops? A magician at the reception had handcuffed the couple together as part of a trick and then couldn't free them. Translation, he forgot the key, I'll bet. And finally, Facebook status generator makes old updates funny. If you're too busy to come up with new Facebook status updates, there's an app to help you out. It's called What Would I Say? And that combs through all of your old posts to churn out odd posts that are completely random. As you click the button to generate new post based on your old post, you have the option each time to actually post to your Facebook page random message. Okay, I want to tap that and see if it works. So bear with me for just a moment. I realize this is bad broadcasting, but sometimes it makes for some funny moments. Okay, so I want to see if that works. All right. Make me a status. Okay, Facebook login. And we'll see if this works. Okay. Click the verification. And June 24th, 1882, then on twerking. JoeBot. Generate status. What the shutdown options to reach an agreement with the cable satellite network devoted entirely to reality shows. Okay. James T. Kirk. All right. I'm dreaming of dog was waiting. Oh, wish I had this time. This is the part. This is part of a promo for Paula Dean's show on Saturday mornings. My opinion will now go away. You're getting older with a water heater. What? Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, I am posting that one. Okay. The good news takes the Fox job. My opinion will be posted on the air this date. You are led into war. Class my dad. Oh. This is what Yoda would probably sound like if he were drunk. That's my observation. Episodes 49 and Oliver Reed. The stage in an unpublicized time, he'll quit. Oh, that is too funny. Okay, well, check it out, my friends. It is, What Would I Say? Just look for that, okay? It's time now for news headlines. Wow, there are some weird things on there.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Stand by for news.
And in news headlines today, Obamacare policy change draws criticism. President Obama yesterday announced a policy change regarding Obamacare that will allow Americans to keep their existing health insurance plans for another year. The plan is already facing opposition from Republicans, some Democrats, and insurance companies. Some say the plan goes too far, others say not far enough. The change doesn't force insurance companies to renew plans next year, it only allows them to do so. Typhoon death toll now tops 4,400 rather. The death toll in the Philippines from Typhoon Haiyan has topped 4,400 according to the United Nations, almost doubling the previous day's figure. Storm and damaged hospitals in some cities, including heavily damaged Tacloban, are struggling to treat patients with little supplies, water leaks, and building damage. Hospital personnel worry for the welfare of patients, including babies born in the last week. Doctors may have to turn away patients soon. Blocked roadways, damaged public transportation, and airports have kept aid away. And finally, 15-year-old arrested just hours after Twitter threats against bullies. Just hours after a Texas 15-year-old took to Twitter, threatened to shoot bullies out of his school, he was arrested. The boy, who lives in a suburb of Houston, posed as a girl on Twitter and tweeted that he had been bullied for 5 years and was going to shoot the bullies and kill himself. Investigators traced the teen through the Twitter account's IP address to his wireless carrier, which turned over his address under a subpoena. And that, my friends, is a brief look at news headlines. We'll have more news coming up in a few minutes, courtesy of the CBS World News Desk and today's World News Roundup. Now, let's take a look at that weather forecast for the United States of America, then for the Kirksville, Missouri region. And a reminder, you can always get the weather forecast 24/7 by clicking on the weather link or the weather button at tinyurl.com/Gunther's House or /Gunther Mobile.
Winter weather warning right now. Here's a live look at the Fox 6 snow stick. This is out on the weather deck.
And take a look at the weather forecast for today. Moderating temperatures throughout much of the United States. Starting off in the northeast, a milder push of temperatures will prevail across the region as the Arctic high pressure moves into the Atlantic and winds turn to the southwest into the weekend. Today will be dry across the northeast, as any light precipitation stays north of the border in Canada. Highs should be in the 40s and 50s in most locations. The warming trend continues through the weekend with highs mostly in the 50s and 60s tomorrow and Sunday. Showers and storms with gusty winds will push quickly across the region Sunday night into early Monday. Another shot of colder air and turning below average again for the region early next week. In the south, a warming trend continues today with highs in the 60s and 70s over much of the region. Cooler 50s from the Appalachians to the Piedmont and North Georgia as a wedge of cold air settles in, along with clouds and some drizzle. Highs in the 80s in southern Texas and southern Florida. An upper level disturbance triggers showers and a few storms for Mississippi, Alabama, along the Gulf Coast, and in Florida today. Some locally heavy downpours are possible across western and southwest Florida today and early tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms will increase across the region this weekend and early next week. Some severe thunderstorms are possible in the Mississippi Valley and Tennessee Valley for Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. Here in the Midwest, much of the region will be dry today. Isolated showers are possible in the Missouri Ozarks, though. A surge of warmer temperatures will continue to build through the region into the weekend. Highs will mostly be in the 40s from the upper Midwest to the Great Lakes. Today, highs will be in the 50s from the Central Plains to the Ohio Valley. Rain chances increase tomorrow from the southern plains to the upper Midwest. Thunderstorms will increase tomorrow night and Sunday from Missouri and Iowa to the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. Some thunderstorms could be severe with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes possible, especially for Sunday. A blast of colder air spreads through the northern plains on Sunday behind the cold front and overspreads the entire region for Monday. And finally out west, rain and higher elevation snow will fall across the Pacific Northwest today. Parts of the Cascades in northern Washington could see anywhere from 8 inches to a foot of snow. Rain and snow showers will fall today across the Great Basin and Intermountain West. Winds will increase down through the Rockies to Arizona and New Mexico. High temperatures should be in the 30s and 40s in the Northwest and Northern Rockies. Highs in the 60s with a few low 70s from Northern California to New Mexico. Warm 70s and 80s stretch from Southern California to Southwest New Mexico. It will turn much colder and stormier this weekend as the next winter storm takes shape over the region. A moderate snow event this weekend from Idaho and western Montana down to northern Utah and western Colorado, mainly in the mountains. Colder air should arrive in the Denver, Colorado area tomorrow night, but they should avoid the snow on Sunday. And that, my friends, is a brief look at the nationwide weather forecast, again available 24/7 via tinyurl.com/Gunther's House or /Gunther Mobile. Look for the weather link. The Kirksville, Missouri area weather forecast calling for sunny skies for today. Right now it's mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-50s, south winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, wind gust up to about 20 miles per hour. Cloudy skies for tonight, a slight chance of showers after 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Lows in the mid-40s, south winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour, wind gust up to 20 to 25 miles an hour. And then cloudy skies for Saturday night with the possibility of showers and maybe a thunderstorm before noon. Then a chance of rain and thunderstorms throughout the day. Highs in the mid-60s, breezy south winds at 15 to 25 miles an hour with wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour. Rainfall amounts between 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch are possible.